All right, time for the full moon event. It's February 16th. We tried to go live, experienced some technical difficulties. We could probably even blame the full moon.
Let's do that. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Actually, no, because then we're about to ask the full moon for favors, so we should probably not blame it whatsoever. But my name is Matt. I'm joined by Darci. Darci's in Calgary right now. I am in Edmonton, so we're a couple hours apart, but still in Alberta. And yeah, I guess I'm excited. This is going to be the first one. We're going to be doing full moon events for the rest of the year, every full moon that comes up. And it's really cool because like anybody that sort of gets into this whole, everything around the full moon, it's like there's always different different themes, different names of the full moon. And this year in particular, I remember January was pretty like epic. Like it's one of those super moons and all that kind of stuff. So you said there was you hinted that there was some pretty cool information about this full moon this Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. So Darci, can you share that with us now?
I absolutely can. Yeah. So actually, fun fact, it's 7:09 right now. And I think it peaked just a couple hours ago, just after 5 o'clock. So we are literally in the biggest part of the full moon right now. Cool. So February's full moon is called the snow moon, as it is where the heaviest snowfall typically falls in the winter seasons. So I don't know how it is in Edmonton right now, but I know I got about 6 or 7 inches of snow last night. So it's definitely living up to its name, which I thought was pretty neat.
Yeah, it's definitely snowing here. Not quite to like 6 or 7 inches, but yeah, we've got a few inches for sure the last 24 hours or so. Yep.
That's pretty cool for sure. Yeah. And then I figured this was going to definitely be a really good one for you, actually, specifically for you, just because it's kind of it's kind of falling in line with everything that you're doing these days. And cool. It is actually also in the Leo star sign right now. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Matt is a Leo. So that's pretty freaking cool if you ask me.
Yes.
So this one here promotes love, creativity, and self-expression. Oh. The main catchphrase behind it was, how are we aligned with our higher purpose right now? This is our time to reflect. This is a time to make sure that we are achieving our goals and to make sure that we're treating ourselves with love and embracing that creative side of us. So for it to be in the Leo moon or star sign is absolutely incredible.
Yes. So. In fact, that didn't work. Damn it. I had some, that's why. Hold on. It's delayed reaction. Yes, thank you. Yeah, so we do have a studio audience here. They're behind the curtain. That's why you
okay,
see them there. So yeah,
behind all those books.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, wicked. Okay, so yeah, lots of elements of creativity. The Leo somehow, even though it's like I guess it's like half a year away. It's funny because it's your birthday this weekend, the 20th, and ours are like about 6 months apart, right? Because I'm August, you're February. So interesting that it would be a Leo themed one that's like half a year away from my.
Well, when I first started doing the moon water, it was in November, and that was the reason it came to me actually was because it was the Pisces full moon. So it doesn't follow, follow like the months or whatever. It's in a different, I don't know how that part works. I haven't dove too deep into that whole part of it.
Yeah.
I just like to look and see what star sign it's in. So
cool.
Fitting that my first one was in my star sign and this particular one and your new journey that you're embarking in is in yours. That's pretty cool.
Very cool. And you brought up moon water. So we'll get into that. What better time than right now?
Yeah.
Let's in fact, do you have yours handy? Here's my my moon water here.
So a little bit of information about this particular bottle. It does say my name. It's kind of hard to see on the thing.
Yes.
And it's got healing crystals on the bottom right here. So this was a present from one of my department managers when I opened up a store in Winnipeg last year.
Cool.
This was his present to me as a thank you. So this is a very
nice
bottle to me. And that's what I do my moon water in.
Okay, and then this is special because you bought this one for me, and it's got a sapphire. Like I think it's actually like a intergalactic piece of sapphire. It came from like an asteroid belt and ended up in this
far to get that.
Right. Yeah. And so here it is. So this is my first batch. I was using like a wide mouth mason jar beforehand. We're in the prairies. I mean, it felt like I was fitting in with it. But yeah, this one seems even more epic. It reminds me of like something that would be off the set of Superman, that like kryptonite almost.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So I'm excited about this. And what I don't have it on my phone handy, but you printed out sort of the statistics on why sapphire is as epic as it appears.
I did actually. I have it right here. So it says sapphires are said to bring or help bring learning, mental acuity, and spiritual healing. They can calm nerves, which support achieving mental clarity. And the sapphire is believed to activate the third eye and throat chakra.
Oh, yes. I love both those chakras, especially the third eye. So this might be a potentially psychedelic moon water is what you're saying. Depends on what else I put
in it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's awesome. So, and let's explain, because like obviously not, well, we're pretty new with moon water. In fact, like you said, you just kind of started in November. I jumped in on December, I think, because I saw the, obviously won't get into the specific one that you you know what I mean, but there was something very weighing on you that had been weighing on you for a bit, and it resolved itself, and it was kind of a shot in the dark that that it would have resolved, and it did. So, and then so what is this? I guess I kind of walked into it, but if you can kind of give an actual overview about the whole process, what we're going to do with the moon water and what potentially does, and what we're going to be like supercharging it with.
So basically, and I always call it moon juice for some reason. It's water. It's just water, but I call it moon juice. It just sounds a little bit more fun that way. But I guess basically what happened is in November, I was going through a little bit of emotional turmoil. I had some very personal stuff that was happening at that particular point. And I was reaching up to my higher power, like, please help me find the strength to kind of get through this, right? And oddly enough, I was actually watching a TikTok video where the creator was telling us all about this Pisces full moon and all of its healing properties, and to make sure that you make some moon water and set your intentions for it. So I started kind of researching it a little bit. And basically what you do is you fill your container, as we both have right here, with water. You kind of set your intention, you kind of think about it throughout the day, kind of get your juices flowing with it. And then as the full moon is rising, you kind of go out, you set your intentions out to the moon, let the moon kind of talk back to you, kind of put it out to your higher power, and then you leave the container in the presence of the full moon for as long as you can. I do overnight because that seems to work the best for me. Let the moon kind of bless your water. And then as you go through the month, you kind of take little drinks of it here and there, kind of cheers the moon or set your intention again, or just check in, or however you want to do it. I've made November, December, January. This will be my 4th moon water batch. So all 3 of my previous moon water batches, I have gotten what I've asked for from my higher power or from my moon water. So which is pretty incredible to think, if you think about it. So
absolutely. And obviously some of it's there's a degree of skepticism and all that, and there might be some placebo effect and whatnot, but there's still either way, like, you can't argue with the results. And if it is some kind of like energetic change in yourself, and it helps you get to that stage, and I don't know, it's super cool because a lot of people do it and have similar, like, fairly profound results out of it too. So for anybody that's watching this and kind of go, I don't know about that, I mean, just try it. It's fun. It's something, if nothing else, it's a cool thing to do. Like, full moons are always like, let's face it, there's always a different energy in and around. I used to, like, not dread is too dramatic, but not necessarily enjoy closing the stores on full moons, because you always get some like kind of wacky people coming in and that sort of thing, right? It was just a different energy. The animals, were different. Everything's kind of different, right? So so there's definitely, I think there's some truth to it, and it's a cool idea and concept. So that's what we're going to be doing, and that's sort of what we. The thing is that I was kind of talking about too, is like, you can share what you've blessed the water with, but it's also kind of like wishing on a star, like wishing when you blow the candles on your birthday. It's you don't necessarily want to share it either. So it's kind of like how you fill in with that superstition or not, right? So, and yours and I, like, we're fairly in sync as far as like disclosing what they are, but oftentimes there's like some degree of like personal something that you may or may not want to share. So but if anybody's watching this, it's too bad by the way, we did try and go live. We just haven't, I'm still figuring out the ins and outs of using this software called Restream, which sends it to like 4 different spots, and it was not working for me tonight. So that's just kind of the nature of technology. So we recorded it, and I'm going to upload it onto all the platforms as soon as we're done here. So, but moving forward, it'd be cool to interact with everybody on like Facebook. I think is the easiest one to get people to comment on, and then just kind of see like if anybody's doing it and whatnot. So I guess that'll be for the next time. Like if anybody's, whoever watches this for the full moon in March, definitely hop on the call, make sure that all the, you know, technical difficulties are removed. And yeah, just if you want to come on and chat and let us know like what your special moon juice, as you put it, is. And, you know, if it came true and all that, it'd be kind of cool to get sort of a community conversation around that as the year progresses and sort of see how it goes.
I absolutely agree. It'd be cool to hear other people's success stories with it too, right? It's just so neat. I mean, yeah, it's like, it's a form of, yeah, it's a spiritual thing. It's a form of prayer, right? It's putting it out to the universe, and it's just accepting what the universe is going to throw back at you. So
totally. And
I mean,
hopefully,
go for it.
Hopefully it sounds something like this. I do have, I want to show you one. You're going to like this. Any Seinfeld fan might like this one.
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
I have some Seinfeld. Yeah, the jerk store call. Okay, so yeah, so we got basically what we're looking at doing for the moon water. We've got the history of what the moon is today or tonight. I have one space related thing I would like to share, and then if whatever else the closing parting statements that you'd have, and then I'm going to play just one quick song as well. But yeah, so my brother was telling me about this, like, I don't know if you heard about this crazy satellite that they just recently sent up into space, like around Christmas. And it had this like 45 points of like almost origami type unfolding that it had to do. And it's the equivalent of, so if like to scale, if you saw a dime, that's Earth. The previous satellite that we had would have been like about 1 millimeter away from the dime. And this one's about 9 feet away. So it's like way the F out there. Yeah. And it was $10 billion to make over 25 years worth of engineering. And it was NASA and like Europe, like the top, you know, space exploration scientists or whatever in the world collaborating for 25 years and $10 billion to send this thing up. And it had to have like everything go right. Like if it had 45 points of articulation or sort of origami unfolding, and if any one of those along the way, it would have just $10 billion down the drain, and everything went perfect with it. So apparently this thing can see, we'll be able to see like actual alien planets, like on their surface. Like it has these like the size of like 2 tennis courts, basically like shields from the sun. So it has to stay in the darkness of Earth, because the direct sunlight on it has like infrared, it'll just fry it. So it has to stay kind of in the shadows and the darkness of Earth as it spins. And then it's got these like massive like shields, like blinders basically, so like no peripheral light will get in, like sunlight will get in. And yeah, but it's crazy. Like, apparently it's going to be able to read light back from like 130 million. It's something ridiculous. That's exactly what 13 million years. We'll be able to see like not the beginning of the universe, but like way back, and actually see planets. Whereas before we could only see reflections of things off stars and different like, you know, light ideas and all that. But apparently it's just going to be like, unless something goes drastically wrong with it, like it actually did set up properly. And it took like 2 months. It's just got to kind of calibrate now. And it's just going to completely change the way that we're able to view space like forever, which is pretty crazy. That's
so crazy that they can do that, but like setting up a Zoom call to stream to 4 different sites is like,
yeah. Well, you know, I didn't take 25 years and $10 billion to do that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's a fair point.
Yeah. No, it's so funny. It's like anybody that uses technology knows that, like, you know, from day to day, it can work differently. And I even tried this, I think yesterday, and it worked fine. It was Zoom that wasn't, you know, didn't record, or, you know, I mean, the sequence of events. And then this one, it was just, some kind of like weird thing that I never had to click before showed up, and then it wouldn't let me get past it. So I'm like, okay. And then it starts getting you like flustered, and then because I got to remember all this other stuff to do, right? So, but yeah, in any event, any final words for the moon? Do you want to share what your moon juice is going to be, or is that a
little
private matter?
Personal for the broader audience?
Yeah, okay.
So
Fair enough.
just setting good intentions. That's
Good
all I want.
intentions. So let's hold ours up right now. Cheers.
Cheers.
And there we go. Where are you going to put yours so the moon can look right at it?
I believe I saw the moon out this window right here this morning.
yes,
So
it
I
is,
will
yes.
probably move my little table just up to the window and just make sure that the moon can see it.
And we usually put ours, I think, in the front by that the big shrub there. So I'm going to put it in the front window, and I'll get it for the majority of the time. And then when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'll put it in the kitchen because it's kind of by that time it's sort of traveled yonder. Awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to end it off with this. This is the first ever full moon event that we've been doing. So thanks for joining. Anybody that watches the repeat of this, kind of too bad we weren't able to do it live, but we will be doing it live from here on out. And this is a Neil Young song. I was going to play something off Harvest Moon, but it's not a Harvest Moon. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Either way, it's a Neil Young song. It's called Out on the Weekend. So I'm just going to play sort of a 2-minute version of this song. And here we go. I think I'll pack it in and buy a pickup. Take it down to LA. Find a place to call my own, try to fix up, and start a brand new day. The woman I'm thinking of, she loves me all up, but I'm so down today. 'Cause she's so fine, she's in my mind. I hear her calling. See the lonely boy out on the weekend, trying to make it pay. She can't relate to joy. She tries to speak and can't begin to say. She got pictures on the wall that make me look up from her big brass bell. And now I'm running down the road and trying to stay up somewhere in her head. The woman I'm thinking of, she loves me so, but I'm so down today. She's so fine, she's in my mind. I hear her calling. See the lonely boy out on the weekend, trying to make it pay. She can't relate to joy. He tries to speak and can't begin to say. Haha.
I haven't heard that one in a while. That's awesome.
Yeah, nice. That's seems fitting. I like Neil Young for this kind of thing, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Darcy. Thanks for sharing getting all the information. Thanks for having such good news about the full moon in my personal benefit, that being the Leo and the creativity and all that. So that's awesome. Yeah. And definitely cheers to moon water, everybody.
Cheers to moon water. Happy Moon Juice Day.
Yes.